You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. Plus, you pay nothing, no interest for 2 full years. The best time to get windows is right now because I know I don't like saying this, but winter is going to be here in a few months. And once that cold sets in and it gets really cold outside and you turn that furnace on and that hot air starts filling your home, and if you have bad windows and that hot air starts leaking out your windows, it's going to cost you money. Right now, you turn that AC on when it gets really hot during the week. If you have bad windows, all of that cool air is going to leak out those windows. Get the best windows of all time from my friends at Window Nation and windownation.com. You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, plus you pay nothing with no interest for 2 full years. That's the best part of Window Nation. The other part, they can do almost every window job in one day. 96% of them need no follow-up service. Check out windownation.com. Call 866-90-NATION. That's windownation.com, buddy.
This report is...
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
The Fan.
The Power Hour is live. We are live at KFAN.com/watch. It's powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Yeah. Unleash that world, Zacko. It looks like they're all gathering, Corey. Looks like they're all here. Oh, he doesn't even have his headphones on. There's Do-Hyoung Park. There he is. There's Gavin. I hear Kevin's behind me.
How you doing?
Nobody's putting their headphones on yet. So, hello. Hi-oh, hey-oh.
I guess
Hey,
we'll just
there
do
we
a
are.
three-man
Just
show.
you and me,
Here's
buddy.
something.
What up,
Hi, Hogs,
Falness?
Daddy.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Sonny?
I can't hear because Zach didn't give me his headphones. He's not nice like that. Everybody in that main studio, Hawk, is standing up.
Yeah, no, they're doing their own free show.
A lot of them have not met. That's the fun of this, right? It's you forget that even though we've had all these people on in the past, almost none of them had met before. And even Lieber hadn't met half the group
have
before.
Have them sit down and put headphones on. They're literally,
All right, sure.
we're...
Have a seat, everybody. Let's go.
Put on some headphones!
Muss is drinking.
Well,
What?
Yeah, well, it's 8 o'clock somewhere.
Alan Horton, Gavin Kaysen. Gavin Kaysen, Alan Horton. Alan Horton, Do-Hyoung Park, Do-Hyoung Park. Alan Horton, Gavin Kaysen, Kevin Falness, Maxx Fuller. There, everybody's here. Everybody knows each other. Everybody is seated.
Yeah.
Alan, good morning.
Good morning.
Do-Hyoung Park, how are you, buddy? Hit that one button. Hit that boom.
Off to a bad start. There we go.
How are you? Good?
Good start for
Doing
us.
all right. Hopefully that doesn't bode badly for them.
No, there you go.
No.
Kevin Falness, Muss wanted to get the hell out of here the second you walked in the building.
There's bad blood
That's
there.
not true.
I'm not sure what's going on.
We got great blood.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
We're bragging.
Jeez.
Man, Max was ripping every one of you earlier. Every single one of you.
Hey, he's talking trash.
Son of a gun.
He seems to like you, Alan, but even he's so locked in on trash talking you. He said you do an okay job on the radio. is what he said.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I think he said Gavin's food sucks. He said Doe was a nerd. He called you a nerd.
Hey, I wear that.
I don't think
It's one of those no lies detected
it's
things.
been on
on it.
Jeopardy. And I believe he said Falness is the worst, whatever that means.
You know, this is what I would say with our group here. We're lucky because we don't have any of the regulars. We don't have to deal with Sauce. We don't have to deal with Marnie. Even hockey.
Yeah.
We get to deal with the B squad. So that's fine.
Okay, but hang on.
Sure.
Just think about what you just said, Falness. You're more worried about Sauce than a guy that's been on Jeopardy twice?
That's true because this is a
how did
different
they pull
skill
that
set.
card?
This is a different skill set than Jeopardy.
You know, like
So-
the whole reason I bring pastries to this show is to not go up against him. It's not like by the way, I'm never bringing those again. Cookies,
Did you bring any?
No, 100% no.
Because of the draw?
Yes.
I'm not going to say I can be bought, but I'm not going to say I can be bought.
What do you need? Crepe cakes for life.
We can talk.
All right, done.
Oh, man.
Done.
Alan, what's new with you? You watching a lot of Wolves Summer League?
Summer League's finally over. It's over. It's done. 4-1, not bad in the Summer League for what it's worth. I mean, it's really tough. It's tough to watch some of the basketball, but I think the Wolves had a lot of interesting storylines going into it with Rob Dillingham, with Terrence Shannon Jr., both playing well. Leonard Miller, Dacian Nix, and Jalen Clark. So those are 5 guys that you kind of need maybe 2, maybe 3, if you're lucky, to be able to work your way into the rotation this year.
I forgot Jalen Clark existed until about a week ago when they said he was healthy enough to play.
Well, most practices he was sitting next to me the whole time because he's coming off the Achilles injury. He hurt that late in his 2 years ago now at UCLA, right at the end of the regular season, and so he was, the Wolves drafted him in the second round, signed him to a 2-year, 2-way contract, knowing that he would miss last season, and now he's fully healthy. And can he contribute? That's the question. How does he fit in? Same thing with Leonard Miller. Same thing with Dacian Nix, another 2-way guy who's got some experience. And then I think Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr. probably have a better chance of being a part of that group and in the rotation. I think.
How many open spots do we even have to fight for? 2 or 3?
Well, if you're looking at the whole roster, so you got 15 regular and then 3 2-ways. The 3 2-ways are now filled up, and there's one 15th spot on the roster left. I think if that includes PJ Dozier, who was in camp a couple of years ago, and he's a Tim Conley favorite from Denver. But as far as the rotation goes, I think you're only set maybe 7, 8 deep, because I think Rob Dillingham is going to be in the rotation. I think Tim Conley's come out and said that. But after that, 82-game season, you're going to have guys get nicked up, get injured, and you're going to have to go 10 or 11, 12 deep. And guys are going to get an opportunity. And the question is, can some of those guys I just mentioned be part of that rotation and be an impact winning on this team?
All right, let's do Fan 5 and go around the room because we have almost one representative from basically every team in town here.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Yes.
Do-Hyoung Park, let's move over to your team. The Drunken Scotties beat the Twins 8-7. The Twins had a lead, a 5-4 lead in the fifth. Then Milwaukee hit 3 home runs to take an 8-5 lead. Buxton with a couple of solo home runs, one in the third, one in the ninth, but it was a little bit short. Scotties won both games in this 2-game set. The Twins are now 54-44, 5 games behind Cleveland, tied with Kansas City. They are hosting Philadelphia the next 3, including tonight at 6:40.
Yeah, really good weekend at the park. A lot of Scotties, a lot of Minnesotans out there. Target field attendance record, regular season attendance.
It's Saturday, right?
Yeah, I didn't even think they could fit 41,000. Yeah.
How is that possible? Is it just, what clicked and why hasn't this happened more with the Brewers in the past where we've set attendance records?
2 good teams coming off the All-Star break, so I think there's a little pent-up baseball energy in there. A lot of pent-up baseball energy in that rivalry, usually. You got, like I said, two really good teams contending for playoff spots. You got beautiful weekend days apart from the 2 short rain delays that kind of came through. But, it's 2 good teams playing baseball in late summer, and obviously that's going to keep going with the Phillies coming to town right now. But the Twins wish they could be a little less banged up. They didn't have the best personnel to put their best foot forward against Milwaukee. Carlos Correa is down. Royce Lewis is down. Jose Miranda, who's like the hottest hitter on the planet before he got injured, is down. They're still putting forth the lineup, but runs aren't coming in bunches. And so another tough test. And one of the tough things that's come up for them this year is that against the teams that have better records than them, these are the teams that they're going to face in the playoffs and all. 2-19, including the 0-2 over the weekend. Yeah, so especially within the American League, like the Baltimores, the Yankees, the Guardians, who they're trying to catch. They're 5 back in the division right now. I think they're 0-14 against those teams, and haven't necessarily had the chance to put their best foot forward because the injuries and a lot of that was early season kind of offense trying to rev into gear, as has been the case the last couple of years. But they're tracking to hopefully try to get healthy sometime in August. Trade deadline coming up. Obviously, they figure to be looking to add there, especially to the pitching side, I think. And this Phillies series is gonna be another one of those litmus tests, but we'll see where that takes them.
Do you think they make a trade? I'm all the way back here.
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those situations where they're a good team. They got a lot of talent. You saw last year, and the playoffs are such a high variance proposition, but then especially in baseball, when you got dudes with a capital D that can kind of come in and take over a team. I'd heard about the playoff Carlos Correa effect after he made those World Series ones with Houston, and that's what everybody is saying. They're just wait till the playoffs. Playoff Correa is different. We saw playoff Correa is different. Royce Lewis is healthy. We saw playoff Royce Lewis is different. And it just takes 1 or 2 of those guys. After Eddie Rosario left Minnesota, he got hot for a month and carried the Braves to a World Series. So that's the kind of thing that can happen in October in baseball. I think they're a team that's kind of geared up stars-wise and depth-wise for that. I think they're probably missing a pitcher or 2, and I think that's probably a good bet as to where they'll be looking.
As our former intern Babyface once said, let's skate on over to the NHL. And Kevin Falness, I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name again.
Hello.
Is it Zeev Buium? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's
Buium?
their first round pick out of DU.
So 12th overall, right?
I think
correct?
so. Sounds about right.
What's up with the Wild this summer? Where are we at? When does camp start for them? Like August or September?
It must be somewhere in that area. It feels like it's been a year since they've last played. We watched the Timberwolves almost win a championship since the Wild last played. It's been a long time, so yeah, we're ready to get back on the ice, but I think we're about a month away.
How close is that first round pick? I mean, how close is he playing for the Wild?
Not this year.
No.
You know, so he goes
2
and
years,
he plays
3
a year.
years?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how the year goes. He goes and he plays his season at DU, and if he does really well and they have a need, could they elevate him that quickly? Yeah, but I think it's more likely that he's back in either DU next year or maybe with the Iowa Wild. That was fascinating, wasn't it? How'd I do?
I thought you nailed it.
It is fascinating, the different sports of how quickly guys get drafted and get to the league. I guess NFL and NBA would be at the top, and then maybe hockey second, and Doe is baseball third in that, or fourth in that category of like drafting a guy and then waiting 2, 3, 4, 5 years till he makes the majors.
Oh, you wait forever, and then there's some exceptions. Like Brooks Lee just came up. He was one of the most advanced hitters out of his.
Who's the
draft.
dude for the Pirates? The pitcher.
Yeah, Paul Skeens. And
Yeah.
he was drafted last year, and then he's
year.
Yeah, and he was coming up starting the All-Star game, and so.
And that's the same thing with hockey. I mean, you're drafting 18-year-old kids. Chances are most of these kids that they draft aren't going to see the NHL for 3-4 years. Ultimately, they're going to end up in the American Hockey League, cut their teeth there, and then graduate to the NHL, hopefully, eventually. But it takes a pretty special kid to jump right from that 18-year-old draft right into the NHL.
Chef Gavin Kaysen, have you ever had a presence at the Minnesota State Fair? And if not, why not?
No, I haven't.
You should.
I should, right?
Get in the State Fair mix. Get on the list.
I'm going to go for that.
What would you do? Top of your head, first thing you think of, what would you do that the fair does not have that you could do well?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to do this at the bakery during fair time. Have you ever seen this thing where you take a baked croissant, you cut it in half, you open it up, you put chocolate chip cookie dough in the middle, then you close it, you put more raw chocolate chip cookie dough on top, and then you bake the whole thing. So you basically have 2 chocolate chip cookie doughs smashed in between a croissant, and you eat that with little powdered sugar on top. So we're going to sell buckets of that out of the bakery during State Fair time.
I mean,
and I was going to bring some today, but again, you put me up against the Jeopardy guy. So I just want you to, I'll show you a picture. I want you to imagine like the gooey
I have
chocolate.
the perfect name for it.
Okay.
Diabetes sandwich.
Hey, it's meat sauce.
I would buy it.
So bad.
I'm not going to be afraid of that.
I'm not diabetic.
Not yet. No, that sounds crazy good. I don't know if I would eat that mixed together or not.
You would.
Individually, croissants and cookies, top
You would.
20 foods. But
Sounds like a perfect fit for the fair.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
what's the wait list? Anybody know what the wait list is nowadays to get in?
Between 200 and 300.
I can't imagine. It's got to be huge. Right?
And they have to approve it, right? Doesn't the fair have to basically say it? Yes, that is unique enough because they don't want to stack similar products. Correct? Isn't that accurate as well?
Well, you have that, and then on top of all of that, you have to vet people out so you don't run out. That's the other issue. You have to say yes to somebody who can do enough of that prep work. There are people that when's the fair? End of August, right? So they've probably already started to work on what it is that they're going to make. Then they just put it away in the freezer and then pull it out for the fair. And then every day they're making it. It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
And then you don't really know because what about the weather? If it's too hot, if it's rain. I mean, ooh.
Look, I'm just saying the Power Trip has been looking for something to invest in a long time, and we can't cook. So why don't we just throw money at you and we'll figure this out?
Let's do it. Done. So
Wow.
I
Okay.
just
that
brokered
out
a
quick.
deal.
That was
I
easy.
have no idea. Wow.
I don't know what I just signed up for, but I
Here's some money.
feel good about it.
I mean, you didn't really. Yeah, I mean, listen, just open the checkbook.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what you signed up for.
Trust you.
Make sure the pen works.
Shall we play this game?
All right. So quarterfinal number 1 when we come back. Do-Hyoung Park, Maxx Fuller, Alan Horton, Gavin Kaysen, Kevin Falness, and one of you gets a crack at $70,000.
Up next, it's the Initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the Initials.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
.com. Experience the difference. License 4312.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Livia Weight Control Centers. Your success story starts with Livia. When you join Livia's doctor-recommended and award-winning nutrition program, you're going to receive 50% off. And Livia Medical is offering $75 instant savings on GLP-1 medications. Yeah, you got it. GLP-1 medications, they're the rage. $75 in instant savings right now at Livia Medical. Whatever you need to make your weight loss journey a success, it starts with Livia. Choose the trusted leader serving our communities for 15 years. I've been working with Livia for more than 15 years. I'm down more than 70 pounds since I started. Just visit Livia.com. That's Livea. Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA and receive 50% off Livia's nutrition plan. Plus, if you join Livia Medical, you'll get $75 instant savings on their GLP-1 medications, semaglutide and tirzepatide. Get the personalized one-on-one support you need to have great success. Visit Livia.com. That's Livea. Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Accelerate your success starting today with Livia.
Hey, this is Jeremy at Unique Classic Cars in Mankato, and I know this is the summer that you want to finally drive around in the classic or muscle car of your dreams, and we are the best place to find it. Go to UniqueClassicCars.com to shop for your dream car today.
Are you single and looking? Well, love could find you at a baseball game. There you are rooting for your home team when a beautiful woman asks if you're in her seat. Well, there's been a mix-up, so you get moved together to a private box and fall madly in love just as your team wins the World Series. Or you could call It's Just Lunch. Their dating experts will get you out on some real dates for some real fun real fast. It's Just Lunch, the smarter way to date.
It's Just Lunch, TwinCities.com, 612-355-2727.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my friends, the Rainbow Pest Experts. Remember a few days ago when I told you about the mice problem I was having? My wife hasn't forgotten and hasn't gotten much sleep, but she can now sleep easy knowing that the Rainbow Pest Experts are going to come over this week and take care of the issue. And they will also identify entry points so we can prevent any future problems. Great experience so far with my friends at the Rainbow Pest Experts. Check them out at rainbowpestexperts.com or give them a call at 952-252-0585.
Maybe I'm crazy. Live it up when Theory of a Dead Man brings the party to Treasure Island. After 25 years of hits, Theory is rocking harder than ever. Get rowdy at the Island Event Center on Friday, October 25th. Get your tickets at TICasino.com.
Definitely do that. Then go to QC Kinetics as well if you're dealing with joint pain. If arthritic joint pain or pain because of injury is slowing you down and keeping you from doing the things that you want to do this summer, then reach out to QC Kinetics. It doesn't matter if your pain is in your knees, your hips, your back, your shoulders. Reach out to QC Kinetics. They'll tell you about their advanced regenerative medicine. They use your body's own healing properties to revitalize your joints, repair and restore so you can move again. And this is a non-surgical procedure. That is the key. I'm sure at some point you've thought, oh man, the only way to really deal with this joint pain is to probably have surgery. That's not necessarily the case. QC Kinetics can walk you through how they are changing lives. Non-surgical procedure. No surgery, no steroids, no drugs, and no downtime. So reach out to QC Kinetics and set up your free consultation and ask about how QC Kinetics can change your life with lasting pain relief. Wouldn't that be nice? Lasting relief. Call QC Kinetics at 612-254-7123. That's 612-254-7123. That's 612-254-7123.
Free waterproofing and foundation repair estimates from Standard Water Control. Standard Water is the Midwest's expert for waterproofing and foundation repair since 1977. Standard Water fixes all wet and humid basement issues. Free estimates. Visit standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Get 15% off right now with Sauce 15 at chillboys.com, the most comfortable underwear in the world.
Yeah! Back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
The Initials Invitational is here. You can watch the action live at kfan.com/watch. It's all powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Yeah, the time has come. Here we are. The contestants have gathered. Maxwell's going to take my seat momentarily. Let's get everybody get their headphones on over there, get them ready to go. We got a lot of sponsors to read. We got to make sure everybody knows the rules. We got to make sure that Falness isn't cheating.
Why couldn't Musk be in this group?
Well, why don't you just win and then hope he wins and you can take him down in the semis or something?
Only allowed to have one seed that low each round.
Stop it.
Wow.
I'm still in the room.
I believe the day that the bracket was revealed last Wednesday when Muss was named as the final seed 45, I think he sent me a text that simply read, "You son of a bitch." Something like that.
You suck.
Yeah, you suck. It was, whatever it was, it was not well received that you were seed 45. Well, prove me wrong. Just like Kevin Falness will have a chance to prove me wrong, seeding him 40th. Shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's time for the 2024 Initials Invitational, presented by St. Paul Federal Credit Union.
All right, a couple of new rules this year, but let's go around the room and meet everybody, shall we, Christopher? Let's start with the number 6 seed. Do-Hyoung Park covers
six?
I think he's number 6. Yeah,
Number 6.
Covers
right.
the Minnesota Twins for what? MLB.com, right? That's where people can find your stuff.
That's it.
Right on. The number 6 seed. What happens if Do-Hyoung Park wins?
Well, Doe and Kevin Falness, so Doe, is sponsored by Radco and Radco.com. If Doe or Kevin wins, you'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Monday in store or online at Radco.com when you use the promo code Initials. Discount does not apply to toppers. Thank you, Radco.
The number 17 seed is Maxx Fuller. What happens if Max wins today, Max?
Hey, I am sponsored today by our friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. They stopped by this morning, and if I win today, tweet at MeatSauce1 and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Wednesday, and one lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
Hootie hoo!
The number 34 seed is Alan Horton. He's making his Initials tournament debut. Alan Horton is the radio voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good morning, Alan.
Hello.
Hawk, what happens if Alan Horton wins today?
Alan is sponsored today by our friends at Great Clips. And if he wins today, you can tweet at Marnie Gellner and tag at Great Clips through the end of Sunday. And one lucky winner will win 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips Salon. Thank you, Great Clips.
You need a haircut, Alan, or not? You feeling good?
I've got one scheduled next week.
Oh,
you schedule them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to do it on my time, not their time. Wow.
The number 37 seed is Chef Gavin Kaysen. And Chris, what happens if Gavin wins?
Gavin is sponsored today by our friends at ABC, American Building Contractors. And if he wins, tweet at Mark D. Parrish and tag at ABC will help through the end of Sunday. And one lucky winner will win a $100 Visa gift card.
There's something about that I like, that if you win, Gavin, Mark is just going to get bombarded on Twitter.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. Just for that, I have to win.
And of course, because Mark naps all day, he's going to wake up and go, "What? I don't understand what's happening." He will be completely confused. Yep. The number 40 seed is Kevin Falness. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, my friend.
And as Chris mentioned earlier,
Yeah, Radco. Yeah. Thanks, Radco.
All right, before we do the jackpot, let's go through the new rules. Here's a couple of new rules for 2024. Like we've done the last couple of years, if you get shut out today, if you get a 0, you are ineligible for the 2025 Initials Invitational. So you got to get 1 to get on the board. If you get 1 point, in the past you were locked in. Now that just gets you eligibility. That just makes you available to make the tournament, but doesn't guarantee it. 2 points today guarantees a spot in next year's tournament. The other change this year, if you lose but run up a big score, the top 3 non-winning scores plus ties get wild cards. So even if somebody runs away with it, you want to get as many points as possible to guarantee yourself a spot next year, or at least have an outside shot at a wild card. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can get this game at home and play at home. Initialsgame.com for versions 4 and 5. That's initialsgame.com. But before we play game 526 and quarterfinal number 1, we have to potentially give away, think about this. This is the number we're at now, $70,000.
That's incredible.
Ooh. Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
So before you read that, because Chris is going to read it for you in a second, remember, this is the other thing, is because I don't want to ever rig a list, we have, again, the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Vault. Over in that vault, all 9 quarterfinal games, 1 through 9. The lowest seed, which happens to be Falness, gets to pick a number 1 through 9, and that's the list we play. So it might be a list that hits you right between the eyes, and it might be a list that you're like, I don't really know what 3 or 4 of these things. That's the luck of the draw. So as Chris reads how the jackpot works, I'm going to go open up the vault, and then we'll go from there.
The St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot is currently at $70,000. You're looking to buy a new car? Save money in your current car loan? We'll do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA. Jump on the phone now. 1-800-320-5326.
All right, so Kevin Falness, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
As the caller gets pulled up here, you have $70,000 of fate in your hands.
Okay.
Which number, 1 through 9, are we going with?
In honor of Michael J. Mussman III, I'm going with number 1.
What's that got to do with him?
You'll find out when you watch the video.
What does it have to do with Muss?
Nothing.
All right. Okay. All right. That's list number 1. All right.
Mussa.
Okay, here goes.
Trying to call in. Can I win?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
And we'll get a random caller here. Again, this thing goes up $500 every week. If you get one letter in the right spot, St. Paul Federal Credit Union still gets you $250. If you get them in the right spot, both letters, you win $70,000. No big deal, just $70K. Good morning. What is your name and where are you from?
Nate from Shakopee.
Hi, Nate from Shakopee. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You get a crack at $70,000 just for listening to the Power Trip Morning Show. That's pretty cool, right?
It's awesome.
It is pretty cool. All right, Nate, fire away. What 2 letters are going to get you $70,000?
I'm just going to go with the good old name initials, NR.
You're going with your own initials, NR. You're going NR for a shot at $70K. All right, does Nate and Shakopee...
Come on, Nate.
Let's go, Nate.
Come on, Nate.
Does Nate have at least one for $250? And does he have them both right?
Come on, now.
For $70K. Is he still alive with NR?
Come on.
No. Sorry, Nate. It does go up $500 every week, so since Friday is still this week, it'll be $70K again when we have quarterfinal number 2 on Friday. All right, yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. 6 clues, of course. You got to pronounce the answers correctly. All right, the initials for quarterfinal number 1. BH.
How come Doe, he just nodded his head as like, oh, I got like 12
He
ideas
just
right
thought
now.
of 37 things with those initials. He nodded, and everybody else in the other room giggled when I said BH. And so did Moss and Ben. All right, BH number 1. Here we go.
Clue number 1.
Commonly not considered primary or main.
Clue number 2.
These often face some unique elements.
Clue number 3.
These are commonly considered expensive.
Clue number 4.
These are sometimes connected to weekends or vacations.
Max.
Beach
house.
That's right.
Come on now!
Jeez.
Come on now!
Oh, Max.
Talking about some Do-Hyoung Park. I'm Fro-Young Park up in this piece. Let's go. Come on now.
You're keeping track at home. That is Fro-Young Park with 1. Fro-Young Park. Max with Beach House takes a 1-0 lead. Here's number 2 of BH.
Clue number 1.
These are required.
Clue number 2.
Can feature a logo.
Clue number 3.
Made of plastic.
Clue number 4.
Features some padding.
Doe.
Yep.
Bike helmet.
Do-Hyoung Park. Out. Yeah, Gavin.
Batter's helmet.
That's right.
I think we're going to give you that. I think I have to give you that.
I'm gonna get some crap at work for that.
Once you run in, I was like, he's got it. He's the baseball guy.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I was looking for batting helmet, but I think I have to give you batter's helmet. Doe, yes?
Yeah,
batter's helmet? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Gavin on
I'm
the
walking
board.
out.
I say hell no.
Gavin with 1, Max with 1. Yeah, you are going to catch some hell for missing that one. Number 3 of BH.
Clue number 1.
Has a connection to United States presidents.
Clue number 2.
Has connections to mammoth research.
Clue number 3.
One of the words is a color.
Doe.
Yep.
Black Hills.
That's right.
Black Hills in Do-Hyoung Park.
Hey.
On the board.
I'm glad Doe's on the board. I was worried.
Kevin, how you doing over there?
As well as Alan.
Yep.
Don't try to drag Gavin into this.
Jump in with me.
There are very few people on the fan that are better at tearing themselves and somebody else down simultaneously than Kevin Falness.
Yep. Yeah.
If he's going down, he's taking somebody down with him.
Would have hated to be on the Titanic with Falness.
Do-Hyoung Park has one. Maxx has one. Gavin has one. Here's number 4 of BH.
Clue number 1.
Have a negative effect.
Clue number 2.
Often considered harmful.
Kevin.
Okay.
Bad habit.
That's right.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, it just clicked.
That was a good one.
Get out of here.
He did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Sorry, Alan.
It's all right.
Next.
Oh, next, you ready?
I think Falness got tipped off on that one. But whatever.
Jeez.
Oh, please.
Bad habits. All right, so we have a 4-way tie. Alan Horton, plenty of time. There's 8 to go. 1 for Doe, 1 for Maxx, 1 for Gavin, 1 for Falness. Here's number 5 of BH.
Clue number 1.
Is a metaphor.
Clue number 2.
Involves pain.
Clue number 3.
Can be connected to death and grief.
Doe.
Yep.
Broken Heart.
That's right.
Jesus.
Broken Heart gets Doe his second point, and he's officially into next year's tournament. 2 gets you in, so Doe is officially into next year, and he takes the lead. Doe has
happy for
2,
him.
Maxx has 1, Gavin has 1, Falness has 1. Here's number 6 of BH.
Clue number 1.
Can be used to immobilize.
Clue number 2.
Features 2 people.
Clue number 3.
Is additionally strong.
Doe.
Yep.
Bear Hug.
That's right.
I mean,
Come on. What is going on over here?
I mean,
Gavin is never cooking for you.
this was the
ever.
discourse last year, and I drew Guardsy in the first round.
That is
if
true.
You guys remember?
Guernsey put on a clinic
Yeah.
last year, and he won the entire thing. So you lost to the champ. All right, halftime. Doe has 3. Maxx,
Today
Gavin,
you're
and
gonna beat the
Falness
37th round.
each have 1. Here's number 7
I ain't scared.
of BH.
Clue number 1.
Often regular, predictable, or consistent.
Clue number 2.
Often posted or communicated.
Clue number 3.
This involves being available or operational.
Clue number 4.
This is a range of time.
Doe.
Maxx.
Doe is slightly first.
Business hours.
Oh, Maxx. I had that one.
Business hours. And Do-Hyoung Park starting to pull away. He has 4. Maxx has 1. Gavin has 1. Falness has 1.
Come on now.
Here's number 8
Guys, let's put up a fight
of
at least.
BH.
Clue number 1.
Is sometimes mostly circular.
Clue number 2.
Often analyzed.
Clue number 3.
Can feature blood.
Max.
Yep.
Brain hemorrhage.
No, Max out for the rest of number 8.
Clue number 4.
This involves penetration.
Hey.
Clue number 5.
This involves a projectile. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Pierces through a surface, especially skin, and can be used as evidence in criminal cases. Kevin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody else, 5, 4, 3, 2. Alan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doe and Gavin. 5. Doe.
Bullet hole?
Yes! So you gave him too much. Everybody gave him 15 seconds to think about it, and Doe comes up with
bullet hole.
Bullet hole. Doe, you have a 4-point lead with 4 to go. So Max, Gavin, and Falness, one of the 3 of you has to run the table.
It ain't nothing but a thing.
Otherwise, Doe is just running away with a quarterfinal number 1. Here is number 9, Doe going for the win. Number 9.
Take this one off, Doe.
Of BH.
Clue number 1.
Often extremely colorful.
Clue number 2.
They don't have to be, but they're almost always found outdoors.
Clue number 3.
Most commonly used by kids.
Doe?
Yeah.
Bounce house?
Doe wins.
God.
My gosh.
Ridiculous.
Wow. Bowl.
My ancestors didn't come to America for me to be bounced in the first round twice in a row.
Okay.
That was fun.
Do-Hyoung Park just absolutely obliterates quarterfinal number 1. But again, with 3 to go, here's what's on the line. Max, Gavin, and Falness, you all have 1. 1 more point guarantees you a spot in next year's tournament. Alan, you got to get on the board to be eligible.
All right.
You need 2 to guarantee yourself next year. And also, don't forget about this. If one of you catches fire and puts up a 3 or a 4, that might be enough to get a wild card. You don't know. So still something to play for.
Does Doe keep playing?
Yes, he does.
How about you not?
I might embrace the villain role. What's the record?
Well,
9. Here we go.
9. If you get the last 3, you tie the all-time record. AJ and Sauce both have put up 9s in the past, so you need all 3 to tie the record.
Let's make it.
I'm going to be a villain.
Got to lean into the heel turn at this point.
Here is number 10 of BH.
Clue number 1.
It's an informal, commonly humorously used term.
Kevin.
Dear God, go for it.
Boulder holders.
Good shot, right? And
Hawk is looking at Falness like a proud father.
That guess is officially legendary.
Oh, my God.
You said it so confidently, too.
Off the first clue.
Kevin, what % chance did you think that was right?
About 1. Didn't think there was any shot, but it was worth it.
Falness
1% is pretty good.
Falness out for the rest of number 10.
Off my list.
Clue number 2.
One of the words is a food.
Oh, thanks.
Clue number 3.
This is connected to men.
Max. Baked ham.
No. We're down to Alan, Gavin, and Doe. No.
You don't call your boys, hey, what up, baked ham?
Clue number 4.
This is something that is worn.
Clue number 5.
This resembles a sling. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Swimwear or underwear, nickname for things such as Speedos. Doe is first.
Banana hammock.
So boulder holders was not the worst guess. We went banana hammock.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I don't know. Baked ham was pretty. Baked ham was close.
It was close.
I would have gone with baked ham.
Thank you, Gavin.
Fro got that.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. All of you are in
Half point?
self-preservation, but now AJ and Sauce just want somebody to get one so Doe doesn't tie the record by getting the last two. Doe has 7 freaking points. Here's number 11 of BH.
Clue number 1.
This is not considered ideal.
Playing with dough.
Clue number 2.
Is a structure or arrangement.
Clue number 3.
Involves separation.
Clue number 4.
Involves a child or children.
Clue number 5.
This is a living situation.
Doe?
Yep.
Broken home?
That's right.
What?
Do-Hyoung Park has 8
I want to see him get
points.
Are you okay? Broken heart, broken home. You doing all right, though?
I didn't write the packet, man.
Bullet hole.
Bullet hole?
Yo, like,
I mean,
seriously.
banana hammock.
You got a dark mind,
Watching
Joe.
something when you're writing these cards?
You're sinister.
yeah, what does his Netflix profile look like?
What's that algorithm used for?
Do-Hyoung Park going for the all-time tie. He's going for 9 if he simply gets number 12.
Hey, Cor.
Yes, sir.
That was the consecutive points record. Correct answers by a player.
What, 6 in a row, or what was it, 7 in a row?
Not sure exactly what it is, but that's what we have confirmation. So, record-setting performance already.
Unbelievable. All right.
Happy to witness history.
God, you got the first one. You were yelling Fro-Young Park.
I know. I spoke
so
a
confident.
little too soon.
It all comes down to this. Here's number 12, Do-Hyoung Park going for a 9th point, which would tie the all-time record. 525 games in the rearview mirror in game 526. He would tie the record. Here's number 12 of BH.
Clue number 1.
Involves lifting and moving.
Clue number 2.
Involves sorting.
Clue number 3.
Is tipped in some situations.
Clue number 4.
They are involved in aspects of customer service.
Clue number 5.
They load and unload.
Doe?
For the all-time tie.
Baggage handlers.
My gosh.
Wow.
I mean, he's just a machine.
My God.
The guy's a machine.
That was sick.
Nice job,
Oh,
Doe.
my God. 9 is the all-time record. Do-Hyoung Park,
Sweet.
AJ Mansour meets Sauce Paul
I just
Lambert.
wanted to survive in advance. man.
Holy bleep. And what was that, like 8 straight? Hang on. When was the last one you didn't get? Black Hills,
The one he gave to me, the battery.
Bad Habits. Bad Habits was Falness. So
He went 3 up.
1, 2,
You got
3,
everything
4,
from 3
5.
after.
8 in a
6,
row,
7.
Cor.
The
That is
last-
the new record
Last 8.
for consecutive correct answers.
My
Sweet.
Nice
gosh.
job, Doe. Holy moly.
Dude.
Where was the synergy on Jeopardy when I actually had a chance to?
Oh, boy. Man.
And you actually missed batting helmet. The one thing that you're supposed to know about.
You know when I get to work, Gleeman and the bonus is there. That's what they're going to take away from
Well,
this.
speaking of that,
You're
now
going to
you
get a
gotta-
letter from the commissioner tomorrow, Doe.
Now you got to go anti-Gleeman, right? Because Gleeman put on a clinic, 2 years ago, and then got absolutely destroyed, I think, in round 2, if I remember right. So you can't let that Gleeman sophomore slump thing happen to you when you have the semis here in like a month and a
He
half.
sits next to me in the box. I move over to the other side. Can't be
Yeah, don't get
can't be
associated with
disorganized.
that.
Yeah,
No, don't
That
let
was
that
insane.
rub off.
I mean, that was insane.
That's domination. Well
Domination.
done. Well done.
Holy cow,
I would not have competed with you at all. I'm glad I was not playing today.
Thanks,
That's a
Hawk.
tough set.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hawk.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're welcome.
that.
Sorry.
Alan, your debut is going to be short-lived. You are eliminated from the
The
2025.
good news is my summer is wide open next year. Wide open. Not even a single day I have to mark on the calendar.
So Max, Gavin, and Falness with one each are all in.
How about some credit
potentially.
for the people that Doe beat? I mean, we helped lift him to the status. I think there's some
100%.
kind of
You
credit
did
that goes
this.
our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll always be remembered.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Hawk.
Here's what I am very confident about is Sauce is going to say that Doe had an easy path and it's not fair, that he and AJ got 9 against regulars and that, he smoked you for.
A, you're obsessed with me. Stop always thinking about me. And B,
I'm right.
That's impressive, but you didn't do it. Yeah, it's fine. That was awesome.
You're right. You nailed it. You're right.
Alan Horton, you would have been better bringing in a mop and bucket in here.
Oh, my God.
Gavin is tail
sauce.
Falness.
What is
Who
going
guesses
on?
baked ham?
I was thinking about who of the power trip was
You
going
guys fell apart.
to make the radio broadcast next year. I think we eliminated one of them.
That's
So it's
right.
now down to Corey and Chris.
Yeah,
and
I'll
we
be
can
in.
fit both of you guys
Chris
up
knows
there.
basketball.
You need
Yeah,
two
he
chairs
knows.
for me.
I mean, considering how many times.
Ask me how many times I've played this game. How many times?
Yeah, it's just your second time.
Second time, okay?
I thought you did great.
Yeah.
Hey,
Way
so-
to set a record against people that have barely played. Congrats.
Oh, my God.
Looking forward to you putting your money where your mouth is, buddy.
Told you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, here it
Let's go,
comes.
babe.
I love it.
Oh,
Here it
man.
comes. Wow.
Congrats,
Impressive.
dude. That was very good. Holy
Kevin,
cow.
you did your best.
We all did.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you said boulder holders,
You did, which made me my favorite player of all time.
which
yeah.
is one of the best guesses of all time. And again, when it got to the answer and it was banana hammock, not nearly as preposterous as when we all laughed at you.
100%. It was close. I had to take a shot.
Just wrong gender.
Yeah.
It was on my list. That and butthole, of course. I crossed them both off when we were
I thought
done.
that's one word, but you know what?
Think so?
Pretty sure it is.
Had to be ready for
All
anything.
right. Well,
I
again,
understand.
I blame Kevin Falness for picking packet number one.
I blame myself. Agreed.
Yeah.
I think that might have happened regardless.
That's all right. I got one.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Maybe.
Yeah, you did good, man. You're all right.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Mus, how would you have
Represent.
I would also have gone with boulder holder.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trying to
boy.
make every one of them fit. Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, congratulations.
All
I mean,
right.
how do you feel, though? I mean, you think this is your year? What?
I came into last year. This was the discourse, and then I got bounced in the first round. It's
Yeah.
survive in advanced mode only. Shouts to my girlfriend in Madison because I was just pounding old episodes as I was driving back on I-90 yesterday or 2 days ago or whenever that
See,
was.
that helps. You did a little study.
So you
How much-
prepped.
did you do that, Falness?
I did. I had bikini line on Friday. Only one I could come up
Oh,
with.
right on.
Well,
Not brake
Nobody
light.
wants to see that, brother.
You'd be surprised.
The banana hammock or boulder holders.
Doe, I expect you to win the whole thing now.
You can't put that pressure
No,
on.
you
have to.
I
No.
thrive with low
You
expectations.
just put up a 9. The expectations have risen. There's no doubt. I would be shocked if Power Trip Bets doesn't adjust the odds and say you're essentially the favorite moving forward.
Doe, if you
Have
win, I'll
to.
cook you dinner for free at Mara.
Whoa.
Ooh.
See,
All right,
now-
now I gotta win this.
Now
Now
the
you got
pressure's
it.
on.
That's it.
And if you don't,
I
he's
thought I was
never
gonna have to.
cooking.
I thought I was gonna have to throw to get that dinner.
No. And if you don't win, don't ever try making a reservation. You are out, my friend. You will be 86th from the reservation list.
Saucy, how would you have done today? Honestly.
Sauce would have got 2.
I had broken heart after the first clue. I wouldn't have guessed baked ham.
Okay.
I would. I mean,
Rub it in a little.
I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a good run. man.
Unbelievable.
That's the thing. Yeah, good job.
Congratulations.
Asterisk or no asterisk?
I mean, you put up 9 against anybody. That's impressive. It really is. That's a tough number. It's only been done 3 times now. That's incredible.
I think, and I don't have this in front of me. It must have been Power Trip Initials that tweeted this, but I think, didn't Lieber have 6 or 7 in a row? I think Lieber had the record for most consecutive
you are
answers.
correct. 'Cause didn't he
way
have
back in the
8?
day. Something like that, but he went on a crazy run to do it. I wonder if that's the one that Doe just beat with 8 straight.
Would you have accepted bellhop for the last one?
Ooh.
People were asking on the.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because people were asking on the stream.
I had not thought of that. Baggage handler was definitely what I was going for. All right.
There you
Jeez. All right. Quarterfinal number 1 in the books. Quarterfinal number 2 on Friday.
Who plays this Friday?
Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island discussed.
Yeah.
Friday, July 26th. So that would be the 8th seed, Marnie Gellner.
Oh, yeah.
The number 18 seed, Joe O'Donnell of the Wild Radio Network.
Okay. Yeah.
Brandon Molesky is the 20th seed. Tennessee makes his appearance on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
We get Tommy on Thursday and Tommy on Friday because the 31st seed, Tommy Olson, is playing on Friday. And then from Care 11, number 39, Alicia Lewis
Ooh.
returns to the Initials Invitational.
Yeah, I think Tena might take that one. That's a pretty good.
I don't know. Marnie's kind of killing it this year. I'm going Marnie's on
been
Friday.
crushing it.
Yeah, I think this is her year to at least get out of round 1. And then I haven't seen the bracket, but hopefully she doesn't run into Doe in round 2.
Oh, my God.
Would it be lined up if bonus made it past? That's all I need in life.
Yeah, now you might be getting greedy.
Yeah.
Just so you can bury
Well,
him.
bonus plays this group, he'll get 9.
Oh, okay.
Well, bonus
Okay.
tweeted some
There it
crap
is.
about hitting me in the second round, and
Okay.
What'd you think of the Hall of Fame speech from Maurer?
I barely had the chance to listen to it, honestly, because they did the thing where they scheduled it right over an active game that I was covering and writing a story about at the time. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You said you had audio though, Chris, or what?
Yeah, I got some audio. You want to hear some of it?
Sure.
Here's him talking about being from Minnesota.
I grew up in St. Paul, Minnesota, with my parents, 2 older brothers, and my grandpa, Jake Maurer. Much of my early childhood was spent watching Twins games and pretending to be a big leaguer in my backyard and at various neighborhood parks with my brothers. Many of those parks were the same fields that fellow Hall of Famers Dave Winfield, Paul Molitor, and Jack Morris played on as well.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. Think about that.
The Minnesota kid in me gone to games at the Metrodome. Sad I missed that. On the other side, I heard enough nightmare stories from colleagues of not only trying to get to Cooperstown, which is tough in the calmest of seas, and then with all the travel stuff going on right now.
Oh, man.
Just absolutely brutal.
What? This is an impossible question unless you just read it in the last 24 hours. But do you have any idea what percentage of people that make the Hall of Fame are one-team Hall of Famers?
No, but I should. But there's probably going to be a lot fewer of those moving forward right now.
Oh, my gosh, sure. Yeah. He talks about that exact thing here.
I'd like to thank the Polad family for allowing me to wear one jersey my entire career and being able to play at home in front of my family, friends, and amazing Minnesota fans. I wanted to be a Twin from day one, and that decision never wavered in 18 years. Thank you for that opportunity and your belief and support in me through it all. It was truly an honor to be a part of your organization and represent my hometown team.
Wow.
That's such a legend.
Completely. And it doesn't seem like he played that many years. But I think that's because we started the morning show the year he was drafted into the MLB. And so we were on for his entire career, and then he retired, and we're still on, at least until today. We'll see what happens.
Gavin, you ever cook for him?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
What's he like?
He's such a great guy.
Is he a pig?
I have a funny Joe story, too. What did you just say?
Is he a pig? Does he just embarrass himself at the table?
Terrible table manners.
What is wrong? What is wrong with all of you?
Lots of fun. Lots of morning radio.
Long list.
Right, yeah.
Just upset because Joe got 9 points.
I'm shocked.
I'm not shocked.
I'm shocked.
So anyway, I'll tell you a quick story. So my son and I were going to the Vikings were playing. This was the Minneapolis Miracle game. Okay, snowing like crazy outside, and I had tickets to the Wild game. So thankfully, because of my status with the Wild, and since we cook for them, I can walk down the stairs and kind of go through the locker room and then go up to the arena. And so that's how we went. And so Joe and his wife are standing down there outside of the locker room. There are all these TVs that sort of hang around, and he's standing there and he's watching the Vikings game, and he's like, I think they're going to come back. And so Joe, his wife, my son, and I are standing there. We're watching the Minneapolis Miracle happen and backstage before going up to the Wild game. And Kevin probably remembers this, but they were playing the national anthem at the exact moment that he caught that football.
All cheers.
And it was just insane.
100%.
Wow, that's cool.
And the lower bowl was practically empty, which you never see.
Exactly.
During the anthem, it's usually
That's
packed.
right.
But everyone was in the concourse
That's right.
watching the game, and they all cheered during the anthem. You're right.
And you could hear it. And I remember talking to one of the players afterwards, and I said, did you know what happened? And they're like, we had no idea. They had no idea what was going on at the time. And so we watch and we say, Joe and I were talking to each other, and then we go up, sit down, and I look at my son. I said, do you know who that was? He said, no, who was it, Dad? And I told him, he's like, wow. He's a huge baseball player. He was blown away.
So the Timberwolves played on that same night, too. That's amazing. And it was on the Jumbotron in the arena. There's some people milling about. And I always remembered that there were some TV broadcasters on the table, and they had a feed that was a little bit quicker than the Jumbotron. So people on the table are yelling, and then all of a sudden everybody turns around and sees it up on the big screen.
Oh, that's so cool.
But how did that Vikings, Wild, and Wolves all playing on that same day?
Crazy.
For that game.
Wow.
Guys, thanks for coming in. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a great
an
time.
absolute clinic.
Yeah,
Thanks to Do-Hyoung Park.
Wow.
Thanks to Gavin Kaysen. Thanks to Alan Horton. Thanks to Kevin Falness. Max, well done. Do-Hyoung Park got on the board. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow, everybody.
You too, Abby. I love you.
KFAN
Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center, here's a look at the roads. Still some slow spots hanging on. 394 eastbound Penn Avenue to 94 is backed up. 394 westbound after Dunwoody, a stall on the right shoulder there. We can see it from the jam cam. 94 westbound Manning Avenue to Radio Drive slows, and then Hiawatha to Hennepin Lynn.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
For a limited time only while supplies last.